Thinking Songs is based on the music of Central Africa. It's actually based specifically on a group of songs that is called Gima Tamu. And what that means is actually thinking songs. So that title is not mine, I took it from that. And it's music that is originally played on an instrument called sansa, which is a small gourd instrument that is played with the thumbs. And it's a very contrapuntal music, very polyrhythmic music, and it's played with a ostinato under it the whole time, that is played with a stick. And this title I really like because I guess what it means in the original songs is more like songs for reflection in a way, like songs that you hear and you think about things while you hear them. But in my version, I like the title because it has sort of two aspects. This music is one very complex with all these rhythmic textures, and that's what I like to think of, the thinking part of it. And also the result is quite flowing in a way. So that for me is like the the song aspect of it. It's a little bit like what you were saying, that it's having the two hats on, no? Because I always see it like both a blessing and a curse in a way. It's difficult to, when you're just a composer, then there's a certain distance, a good distance in a way, to the ensemble, where you can listen to things from outside and be like a good guide to the ensemble of what you want and where you want things to be. But I feel that when you're inside of the ensemble and working with it, especially if it's complex music, then you really have to focus on your part and act as a musician, part of the ensemble. And that's the way that I prefer to approach it, that once I've delivered the piece, it's given by the composer, and then I'm part of the ensemble and we work on it together from there. And I think that's a bit healthier in a way, because then we also find out about the piece together, no? The first one is called Nyanga, which means the mother. The second one is called Salo, and that means the single man. And the third one is called Pierre, which is just the name Pierre. And it's a little bit different how I work with them. In the first and the second one, that ostinato that I was talking about, I made it, instead of being the rhythmic aspect, I made it a melodic aspect. And so there's a line that holds the ostinato all the time. And the last one, the third movement, is a bit different because it's more like the percussion music of the same region, where the counterpoint is played in a way that there's a melody, and each one of the members of the ensemble takes one of the notes, and then it's played one by one, so that the compound version of it is the actual melody. And this music is basically pentatonic. I've just changed that idea into my own scale, and the scales that I use come out of the tunings of the sixth string in the guitar. There's 3 different tunings in the ensemble, and I've tried to really keep this movement of the elements throughout the ensemble. This is what was really fun about writing this piece for the guitar sextet, because one can really have fun in throwing the elements around, so there's actual movement in how the sound ideas travel throughout the ensemble. And I hope I haven't done it too much, but I've done it as much as I thought I could do it. So I'm looking forward to hear that result.